Yo, what is it, guys? In this video, I'm showing you guys an automation where essentially what you can do is scrape lots of leads from Google Maps, and specifically you're going to be getting phone numbers, so you can use this for cold calling if you like to do so, and this is going to give you loads and loads of leads you can use to call straight away, right? Um, I'm going to do this for a specific example where these businesses don't have websites. So you can cold call these businesses offering websites, and there's going to be certain little features we can tweak and turn in our data extraction tool to let us do this. So I'm going to show you guys what I mean by this later on, but it'll make more sense as I go through what Apify is and how to use that tool. So let's get right into it. It's going to be a complete step-by-step tutorial, so you guys can follow this video, you guys can copy exactly what I'm doing and it'll work for you. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first module we're going to be using is Apify. So we're going to click on Apify here, and we're going to run an actor. And our actor here is going to be Google Maps Extractor. So we're going to use one from the Apify store. And if I go back to Apify store, we're going to be using this one here, Google Maps Scraper. And we're going to copy and paste this little link here. We head back over to make.com, copy that in, should pop up. There we go, first one there, and this is what we're going to be using. This is how we're going to extract all the leads we want from Google Maps. Okay, so now I'm going to head back, and here is where you're going to have all your different customizations and who you're targeting, everything like that. Okay, so search terms, we can search for restaurants. We're going to switch up. We're going to do plumbers, why not? And we're going to search for, let's look at Houston, Texas. I think that'll work fine. So we can really dial down on what location we want. This can be international, this can be anywhere in the world, obviously Google Maps. So put in the location you want to target and you're good to go. Number of places you want to extract, this is how many number of leads you're going to get. So we're going to do 20 leads just for this example, but obviously you can crank it up high if you'd like to. And to get these websites now is what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of these different little add-ons here. So if we go to search filters, we're just going to have a look for scrape places with or without a website. We're going to say without a website. Amazing. And that's what we're going to do. Very, very simple. You can go through all of these. For example, set a minimum star rating. So if you want a minimum star rating, you can do so. You can even do, I know there's something to do with reviews. If we just go through reviews, there we go. And you can put a specific amount of reviews. So for example, if you're doing some sort of like Google review boost campaigns or something like that, then this could be really useful for you as well. But for this example, we're just going to do a website. Okay, so we filled in all the filters we want to search for. 20 plumbers in Houston, Texas without a website, and you're good to go, right? You can even get more specific location if you want to, but just for this example, we're doing this. Okay, so now we're going to head over to JSON, and this is what you're going to copy and paste into make.com. So you can click on this little button here, copy to clipboard, head over back into make.com, and in this input JSON box, we're going to remove all of this, and we are going to copy and paste it back in, right? So now we've got everything here we want. We're going to save it. We don't need to add anything at the bottom here, nothing like this we don't need to add. We're going to save it, and now what we're going to do is add a sleep module. This is going to be our next one. And this lets the actor run in the background while it's actually extracting the data, so we don't try to grab that data back instantly because the actor is still running. So we have a sleep tool that pretty much delays the scenario we're building. So we're going to put delay on for 30 seconds. Obviously, if you are extracting, for example, 300, 400, 500 leads, you're going to want to put this sleep module higher. You're going to put a bigger delay because it's extracting more data. Because we're only extracting 20 leads, we are going to put the sleep module to 30 seconds, so not as high. But obviously, it works in correspondence, so more leads, higher sleep time, and it works the same way backwards, right? So that's what we've just set up here. Obviously, you can do some testing. I'll do some testing as well here to show you guys how it works, but we've put the sleep module as 30 seconds. So what we're going to do now is head over to Apify again, and now we're going to grab our data back. So if we scroll down, get dataset items, and all we need to do here is click on dataset ID, scroll down to default dataset ID, click on that and save, and you're good to go, right? So that's all you need. You're ready. And the final thing we're going to do now, because we've pretty much got everything, we've extracted the data, now it's just about storing it. So what we're going to do is we are going to head over to Google Sheets. Obviously, don't have to use Google Sheets. I'm just using Google Sheets because it's easy for me to show you guys, but you can use Airtable or whatever storage platform you want to use, right? But yeah, we're going to add Google Sheets, add a row, and we are going to create a Google Sheet. I haven't got one ready, so what I'm going to do is head over to Drive. We're going to create a new one. I'm going to create Google Sheets, and we're going to rename this. We're going to call this, call it tests version scraping Google Maps. Amazing. Save that. And now what we're going to do is add the business name. There are going to be lots of other variables you can add to this. I'm going to show you guys that in just a second, but just to make this really simple, business name, obviously no website, and we're just going to add their phone number, and that's all we're really going to use, right? So that's that. And what we're going to do is now go back to make.com. We are going to click on spreadsheet name, and we're going to search for it. It might not be ready. We might have to, nope, it is ready, perfect. Test version, but obviously if it wasn't there, you just refresh the automation and it'll be there, but it's all good. So sheet one. And now what you want to make sure your table contains headers. You can see that I entered in the business name and the phone number, and that is what is here retrospectively. And now for business name and phone number, we won't be able to add anything because we haven't run our actor yet. We don't know what we're actually searching for. So what we're going to do is just save it as it is. We're going to unlink this, and we are going to run this actor with our search terms you want. Okay, so let's go and run this. So if we head over to, that's fine. Can run once. I think that should work. There we go. Now it's going to wait 30 seconds, and I might head back over to Apify and show you guys what I meant with the sleep module and how the actor runs. So we're going to head back over, go to runs, and you guys can see starting in the crawler, 13 seconds, 14 seconds, 15 seconds, and it's going to keep going until it's extracted the data it's found. And obviously if this pushes past 30 seconds, it causes us a bit of a problem where we need to change the sleep module. This usually with Apify, it goes up to like 32, 33 seconds and then it will just cut back, but we'll see if that happens in this case. If not, we can just fix this. As you can see, 31 seconds, so this may have not worked. Yep, didn't work. So what we're going to do is just change the delay, very simple, 45 seconds now, and we're going to rerun it, okay? So that's all you got to do in terms of testing, just making sure the Apify actor actually runs and you get the data back before anything happens. So just make sure that happens so you actually get the data. But it's very simple, you can understand what's going on very easily. So yeah, we'll head back over to Apify, have another look at the runs. You can see it starting again. And sometimes, you know, Apify will completely like switch up. Sometimes it'll be like 30 seconds, sometimes it'll be 10 seconds. It might even push it this time as well, but no, it's 30 seconds. So good to go. And what we're going to do is head back over to make.com. And it's going to wait around another 10 seconds because we did add 15 seconds to this, but it's going to come green on this. And no, it didn't. Okay, cool. So there is a problem. Now, this is amazing because now you guys can see the missing detail of dataset ID. What's going on here? Default dataset ID. You can see me debugging this code now, so that should have came through. I'm not sure what went wrong here. Default dataset ID. That is what we're looking for. Data default. You see this one. Default dataset ID. I've never seen that data one more. I've never seen that one before. This default dataset ID is what you want to be using. Apify run an actor. Yeah, so just under your actor run, it's just the default dataset ID here. We're just using the one on the top, which is not even started, it's the bundle one. So just scroll down, find default dataset ID. You'll see the capital in the, no, there's no difference. Once you run it, you'll see the data here, and you should be fine. But yeah, just make sure you're getting the default dataset ID. I'm not sure why that happened. That's never happened before, but it is what it is. Make.com might make some changes and that might happen. So anyways, we run it again and it should work this time, but obviously when you test it, when you run it, things like this might happen. So just go into your literally just go into your actors, see where the error is, and literally just debug it, right? Just use some common sense. Said something about default dataset ID being the wrong parameters. you find the right one with the data that's actually given you. Even said the default data set ID next to it. I knew it was going to be that one, so you just click on it and change it, right? So very simple stuff. This one should work. We're going to go back to Apify again. You guys have seen the full debugging process at the moment. So there we go. And this one's at 34 seconds, 36, 39. It's a bit pushing it now. Let's hopefully it stays in parameters. Lovely, 38 seconds. And it should be good to go in just 5 seconds. There we go. Now we've got our data. So we can actually have a look at this. You can see already bundle 1. You got our first business name here. Scroll down, next business name, and it'll do that for all 20. You can see bundle 20, right? Perfect. So that's good to go. And now what we're going to do is hook all this data up to Google Sheets. And you guys will see how this all comes together very, very nicely. So business name, we will scroll down for business name. So there we go. Title, you can see it right away. Plumbing services. That's exactly what we saw in bundle 1. We put that in. Phone number. And you can do unformatted or you can do formatted phone number. I like to do unformatted phone number because if you ever do cold calling, you might just want to copy and paste it straight in. So unformatted phone number works best for me. But it's really up to you and how you want to do it. And then you've got all these other ones, all these other variables you might want to add. We'll have a look. Down here, this is just the actor run. Review counts, you can add a review count. The URL if you ever want to check it out. Search page URL, rank, everything like that you can add in. Obviously, if they did have a website which we could have been searching for, you could have added that in, but we just kept it as business name and phone number, right? So that's that, and now you can see how the automation is, right? This is literally it, ready to go. We're going to run it again once more so that you can see it go into Google Sheets. And obviously you can do this for, loads of businesses, change your variables and parameters. What you can do, which I'll show in just a moment after this run finishes, you can even create like a Google form, right? Create a Google form at the start and literally search up what you want. Do you want plumbers? Do you want restaurants? Do you want hair salons? Whatever you want. And then you can also add in their location, everything like that, all the variables you need. You add it into that Google form, and then you can automatically input that data into Apify here just by switching out some variables inside the JSON, okay? And I'll show you more on what that means in just a moment, but I'm not going to go fully in depth. I'm not going to create the Google form in this video because I just wanted to make this video just to show you guys what it's about. You can see 1, 2, this will head up to 20, and it'll go up. You can see it live adding in now. You can see all the unformatted phone numbers. There we go. Business name, and you're ready to go. Literally, you can call up these numbers and say, hello, business name, or whatever the case might be, or you can even go ahead and do it for a website, right? So it's really up to you how you want to do it, but that is it. I'm going to show you guys quickly the Google Forms and what I meant by that. But essentially, you can head over into here, go into the JSON, and you can see how it says location query here, okay? If you're doing a Google form, right, you can ask for string responses. So you might say, what's the address of the location or the leads you're looking for? You type that in and you take that variable, you take that response from that user, and you literally just input it here as a variable. So obviously it's not going to pop up here because I don't have a Google form here, but you're literally going to do the same thing as you've done with the Google Sheets module. You're going to grab the data from Apify and put it into Google Sheets. And you're going to do the same thing with Google Forms and put it into Apify. So you're going to grab that variable, put it into location query, and you're ready to go, right? So all you need to do is type in a Google form and all of these leads will be sent to Google Sheets, right? Very, very simple. You don't have to go into mate.com, run an actor, everything like that. If you want to make it really simple and easy to use, you can use Google Forms or Tally or any other form software you want to use. But yeah, hopefully that kind of makes sense. Obviously, you can even change, how many you want to search for. I say 20. Google Forms, you can put 200. It'll put in 200, right? You can swap out these very, very easily. But yeah, hopefully that gives you some ideas on what you can do and how you can scrape more leads and more efficiently and do it more efficiently. But yeah. Hopefully you guys found that video useful. You guys saw a little bit of debugging with the Apify tool. Obviously errors do occur, like it's natural. All you've got to do is really just go into it, find out the error, change it up. If you're struggling, go into like ChatGPT, Claude, or whatever. and ask for some help, there's YouTube tutorials out there. I've got lots of videos as well, so you can check out all of those as well. But yeah, if there's anything you guys specifically want, drop a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to take a look at it and create a video on it. Something like this, you know, where I run through it step by step so you guys can create it for yourself. I think it's most valuable for you guys because you guys get to understand how these scenarios work and how you're actually able to build out your own automation. So other than that, hopefully you found that one useful, and I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys soon.